Hello everyone, what is going on? Darkvo115 here, and today I was gonna show like a little bit of a tutorial on how to make your house possibly safer in survival mode in case you're on a server with a bunch of people that you don't trust or something. So these will be very simple traps, like hiding carpet over dispensers and putting lava in them. This is a very simple design actually. I mean, you can put the dispenser closer if you don't think that a person will run up inside your house, but basically, I like to say this one first, but I was trying to match up the dispenser as close as I could to textures to see if it will work better, but it really don't, so I wouldn't recommend this one, and that didn't work anyways. So anyways, come over here and then shoots up like that. So yeah, that's one way you can do it. And another way you can kind of make traps is by using tripwire hooks. I forgot the name for a second, my bad. But you can use tripwire hooks. Now, I'm not going to hide them, but I kind of can show you how you can hide them, though, like, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to actually build, like, a full house, I mean. Like, I can show you how you might be able to hide this. Okay, so you do like that, and you can put some redstone over here. Something like that. I don't really use these very often. But what you would want to do is hide it very well. Like, build this as a wall. And then let's say you put the door like right here, because you run in. Sets off for redstone. And you could put like splash potions or something nearby by doing that. So I'll go ahead and put like a dispenser or something. I really need to hide it better though, because you'll see that if you're not careful. Okay, so this should work. So basically you get a repeater here so that those two don't connect. And I'm gonna put a dispenser. Now you do want to make this wider though so that you won't see it, because you're obviously gonna be able to see it. Like, I'll go ahead and show you that by building the doorway. So yeah, you can see there's clearly a trap here. But literally all you gotta do is just make this a little bit wider so that this doesn't come as far. But basically the whole idea here is that, okay, so you run through, and you normally put like the wall closer on this side so that it hits the wall, and then when it hits the wall it will poison you. Now that didn't poison me because it has a lot of, like, what do you call it? I guess I can just say it has a lot of push on it, I guess, because it travels pretty far on its own is what I'm trying to say. But let me go ahead and add a wall. I gotta put it pretty close though so that it will actually work. But basically this is meant for someone who's just like running through, and then boom, they instantly get damaged by it. But I wouldn't use harming, I would use poison probably, because poison will weaken them all the way down. If you use poison too, I guess. But another thing you need to keep in mind is what biome you're in. Like, if you're in like mountains, you're generally going to want to build it inside of a mountain, and try to remember the terrain features around it. Just keep that in mind, and don't like lose it. That's why you need to keep the terrain features in mind so that you don't actually lose your house, because that would suck if you actually lost your house. I mean, it's just awful when it happens. But anyways, I'm gonna build a tree trap. Now you can, if you're really trying to keep your house secret, you can put these around your house. It's pretty simple actually, but actually, I'm not even going to use a tree. I'm going to use wood. Just like wood blocks, if I can find them over here somewhere. Yeah, let's just use these, because I think it will get the point across easier, so there's not leaves in my face. But anyways, pretty simple setup. You're just going to want to dig this out a bit. Not too bad. And, okay, you're going to need to dig down deeper. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to mine the wood, and when you mine the wood, it's going to set off TNT. Now, I'm not sure, like, how well this would work or trick someone in survival, but, I mean, if you do it to, like, if you put, like, TNT, like, all the way down, like you hide underground, then it will work pretty well. Basically, okay, so you have these redstone torches. You turn them off by doing that, by turning that on. Deactivates the torches. And I'm going to go ahead and turn TNT off to show you something. Don't place the TNT blocks here. Or sometimes it may not work, but what will happen is that redstone will power up the TNT, and you don't want that to happen. At least not yet. So you're going to put them in this area, kind of like that. So then you cover all this up with dirt or grass blocks, whatever. I would use dirt though, because the only way to get grass blocks is by using a silk touch on it or putting dirt out for a long time. But anyways, mine it, sets off the TNT, and then big explosion. Pretty big explosion, but also keep in mind there's going to be stone and stuff involved, so it's going to be a little bit less than that. So yeah, it creates a pretty good explosion. Now another one I'm going to attempt to do is the hole trap. This one isn't very hard either. I'm actually not even going to dig out that much. But anyways, you're gonna need sticky pistons, redstone torches, redstone, and probably a door if you want a door. But you do need a block of choice too. So basically, you put it like that. I need to dig this out more. This is gonna drive me crazy if I don't. Okay, dig all the way down there. Because I need room to like work around so that I'm not like confused about anything I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and get some space in here real quick. Just like that. And now you're gonna put another section under it. Just like that. And then you're gonna put like a block here. And then put that. And that automatically activates that. And then you're gonna get this piston facing that way, like that. And, okay, I almost forgot what I was doing. Put that there, and then put that there. So, I'll show you that real quick. So, you put the piston there, and then you put the pressure plate there, but I wouldn't recommend putting it on until after you set it off. And then up under it, you're going to put a block of stone, then put redstone torch, and then a block above it. It might be easier if you just look at this setup and then pause the video and then get it from there. That's probably the best thing you can do with that. But anyways, so now what I'm going to do is try and cover this up and make it look not like a trap, let's say that. I would say build this in a mountain though, so that you can cover this up better, because you can see if there's something different about that. So you put it in a mountain or something. Let's just say it looks like this. So yeah, like that. And if this works right, you step on it, you fall straight down. Now don't forget though, don't have it this short. What I would do is I would probably dig it like all the way down to bedrock in a really like in a regular world, not super flat. I would build it straight down all the way to bedrock, and I would sometimes put lava just for an overkill. But what you could do is also put hoppers at the bottom, because what will happen is the hopper will collect the items that they dropped when they died, and you get free items from it. But you have to be careful about this though, because sometimes you can run past it and it won't even affect you. But I mean, that's all you really gotta worry about. I mean, you just gotta play around with it. Just kind of hide your house in locations that aren't necessarily predictable. I mean, inside a mountain, I guess that is kind of predictable if it's in a mountain. But when it's in a mountain, it's harder to locate. Like, you pretty much have to hollow out the whole mountain trying to find it. So, I don't really have any examples in this world because this is all just a plains, I think. But either way, it's still super flat. But if you're in creative, you can do like this effect on it. There's literally no way to get in here without climbing over or being in creative. If you're in creative, you can obviously just fly over or break the bedrock. But if you're in survival or adventure mode and you don't get any blocks, there's no way to get over this. But I was planning on making it a bit taller so that it'd be even harder. But yeah, I kind of made that maze trying to keep everything inside of it. Because that's what the wall looked like before. It used to just be one big circle like this. But then I built stuff like this outside of it and all that. So it looks weird. But anyways, another thing I need to show you real quick. This is actually the old redstone tutorial video that I showed a while back. Okay, I don't know what happened there. But anyways. So, I'm going to do the hopper trick. This is another thing you can do in houses. So basically, you know what, I might actually have an easier setup to do this, an even better one instead of doing that. I'll show you on my actual lab. So right here is a door. And right here is a hopper. You can actually throw specific items through the hopper or through the stairs if it works. So that happens. Now, how do you do this? You actually have to mess around with it a little bit. You have to get a comparator in front of it so that it reads that you have the items. Get one non-stackable item. I put a golden sword because it's less likely to be stolen. And then you get the 4 remaining items that you want it to be, which is that because you can't copy it very well. And then you're going to use that and measure out the distance. So as you see, when I throw the one inside the hopper, it powers it up by 1, powers up that, and then activates the sticky pistons, which then leads to opening the door. So that's another way to do it. I mean, I can go into detail more in another video if y'all want. But anyways, that's pretty much all I've got for that, for traps and stuff, and tips on hiding your house better. You just gotta mess around with it basically. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you do leave a like. That tells me to make more of these special tutorials and stuff. And please comment also, because you can actually like ask me to do things and I'll try and do them. Like this video was actually a request by one of my friends. So I am actually doing that because I know how the hardcore series is going. It's not doing very well, so I'm trying to move away from that a little bit. I'm still going to do it, just not as often. But anyways, also subscribe if you want to see more Minecraft videos, tutorials, and all that stuff that I can come up with and post. Ignore this. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.